Hello everyone, Cap here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I went up against someone who got Subsidized Marksman and Deployment Specialist, and they basically started spamming Marksman. And it was really fun, let me show you. I am starting as Cost Control with Fangs and Phoenixes, and my opponent is Speed Specialist with Arclights and Stormcallers. The Stormcallers here kind of influence how I position my fangs here. So my fangs are going a little bit wider than I would usually do in a standard setting. The fangs on the right and on the left are a bit further to the outside. The reason for this is the Stormcallers will likely then target the fangs and shoot to the far right and far left, and whatever is near the tower, behind the tower, in front of the tower, whatever I put there the next turns. For example, right now I have crawlers behind the towers, and those will not get hit when the Stormcallers shoot the fangs, hopefully. But it also kind of depends a little bit on the positioning, of course, of my opponent's units. But let's see. My opponent went a bit aggressive and centered, so a little bit forward, but all in the middle. And they did not get anti-air. They just got some crawlers, I think. And so this is a default win, basically. They did not address the Phoenixes round one. That's fair. I do that sometimes. It happens. Kind of awkward start with Arclight and Stormcallers anyways. You need chaff and you need anti-air as well, so could have gone for fangs here, my opponent, but especially when you're forward like this, maybe crawlers are better. I'm picking up laser sight here. Laser sight on Phoenixes is so good. I really like every time I see laser sight like this and I have Phoenixes, I pick it up. These Phoenixes there on the left will do some work in the future, I'm pretty sure. I need to address the crawlers a little bit quicker, so I decided to unlock Arclights here. Make sure they don't go down quickly, and then my Phoenixes can take out the other units. By the way, when you click on your opponent's units, you can see what they are targeting. So what their standard path will be in the next round. Which of your units they will walk towards. That's very helpful to check how you want to line up your units. Adding some more crawlers as distraction to come in a little bit late. Hopefully the Arclight will be dead by then and my crawlers can come in and take out these Stormcallers. My opponent added some marksmen. 3 marksmen actually. I think Subsidized Marksman was offered this round. So my opponent picked it up and can now build a marksman for 50 credits. Which is pretty strong. Already getting value out of it with 3 marksmen here. However, Phoenixes really good. My trash clear, my chaff clear with the Arclights was good enough, and crawlers came in late to distract not only the Stormcallers but also the marksmen. Orbital could be decent here. One side is shielded, but the other is not, so maybe on the other side some shots can land. I'm not really planning on going for a giant right now, so I'm not picking up the regeneration item. Forgot the name just now. Can level the Phoenixes on the right. I'm adding another Arclight in the middle for trash clear, because some of the crawlers are actually walking towards the middle. And yeah, I'm doing my kind of standard trick that I like to do with Phoenixes in the flank whenever the flank is not protected, and have them mobile beacon towards both towers. thinking about putting down a barrier here to protect against orbital, but it's not worth it in my opinion. I don't really have units that stand under the barrier and get protected over there. Also, my opponent has Stormcallers, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like the 50 credits would just have been wasted. And my opponent just went for more Arclights and went for range. And also a barrier on the right, unfortunately, so the orbital doesn't really do that much. Phoenix is coming in now, though. And are taking the tower. Pretty important here. Left side I was losing, but now the crawlers actually were able to take down the Arclight. And again, tower going down with my one Phoenix still alive on the left, and the Phoenix not dying and taking out the marksman. So the flank Phoenix made the difference here for me to win this round. Incendiary bomb could be pretty good here, but also my opponent already bubbled last turn and they might do it again. So they are a player that likes to bubble. And I'm picking up Deployment Specialist instead. And I wanted to try something. Usually I just sell the Phoenix right now, but maybe my opponent will just put some marksmen and maybe some crawlers or something to distract, and then the marksman to take out my Phoenix. And I'm trying to still make this flank work by just putting some crawlers in front. Or also, for example, there could be a sentry, and the sentry would then be tanked by the crawlers and my Phoenixes could still come in. So I wanted to try it for one more turn. And I'm getting some more Phoenix. They seem really good here to take down... My opponent doesn't have a lot of chaff, and the little chaff that they have, the crawlers, they get taken out by my Arclights with range. And yeah, my opponent unfortunately went for Mustangs, and they should be good enough to defend there. Will take them a little bit to get through all of my units, but my flank is not coming through. However, my left side is pretty strong. I'm coming through there again. Couple of level 2 crawlers still going and a couple of Phoenixes behind, especially that one pack with the laser sight going strong. Unfortunately, they get moved to the middle. No, never mind. One of the Phoenixes is actually still going to the tower. I thought they would ignore the tower there, but they didn't. And yeah, a couple of crawlers left to distract the marksman. That's enough for my Phoenixes to get this round. You know, attack specialist. Yeah, pretty good here. And at this point I'm thinking, okay, I could put an Arclight in my flank as well to reinforce it even more. But Arclight needs to spawn in, and it's probably not enough to win the flank this turn, and then my opponent can still do something else next turn to then counter that. And yeah, I decided to cut my losses there. I decided to not flank anymore, on that side at least, because the left side seems to be open right now. And let's try. So I'm moving some Phoenixes over there with a mobile beacon. Let's see if this works. And my opponent has 6 marksmen so far. Already a decently sized marksman army. But spoiler, there will be more. Putting some more crawlers to distract for a little bit. It's not ideal. My opponent has the Arclights, of course, but still, I need as much distraction as I can to get my, or to buy my Phoenixes some time to do the damage. Putting a sentry there on the left could be good. Could hit 2 arc lights and the marksman there. However, my opponent put some fangs and they have the shield upgrade as well. And my left flank, there was a sentry taking out my phoenixes, so that didn't work either. And yeah, fang shields, shielded fangs are really good here for my opponent. I'm still winning on the left because I have so many phoenixes there. But yeah, the shielded fangs definitely are buying quite a lot of time. So I need to address that. I can't just let this go and assume that my arc lights are still good enough, because they are not. They are still okay right now, however my opponent can just go for more fangs, and yeah, I can't keep up with my trash clear at the moment against shielded fangs. And yeah, there are still a couple of shielded fangs left and they are taking out my phoenixes here. Really close. 1 phoenix against 1 fang. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Really close. But yeah, the shielded fangs are the problem right now. By the way, if you didn't know, there's mass-produced Phoenix just now. If you pick up a mass-produced card, so mass-produced Phoenix for example right now, it will downgrade all the Phoenixes that you already have in play. So do not pick that. That's a throw. So if I would pick mass-produced Phoenix right now, I would literally ruin my Phoenixes that I already have on the board. Do not do that. Just so you are aware. And I took Senior Defense Specialist, I think. So my units have more health. And to address the shielded fangs, and also, so in general, my opponent doesn't really have big units. So fire on the ground could be really good here. Especially against the fangs with the shields, but also if the Stormcallers go in the fire, they die pretty quickly. If the marksmen go in the fire, they die pretty quickly. And arc lights are also kind of weak to Stormcallers as well. And my opponent is going for more marksmen and more shielded fangs. And I get mad because I just realized, hey, I still have phoenixes in the left flank. I forgot about those. I should have sold these instead of the crawlers in the right flank. I will just sell them next turn, but still annoying. Could have had 100 more credits this turn and not feed XP from the phoenixes. But yeah, let's see if this fire is enough. Fire definitely helping. However, there are some delayed fangs now also coming in. And they definitely tank a couple of extra shots. Right side is coming through again, my tower is falling. It's a pretty close round here. However, yeah, when the Stormcallers hit, they do a lot of damage, especially with the fire. So this was good enough, but still I'm kind of not happy just yet with my trash clear. The fangs are still a problem in my opinion. Not planning on going anything big, so portable shield, no. Vulcan doesn't really do much right now. So many snipers with range, they will all just focus the Vulcan pretty quickly. So I'm skipping here, and I'm selling the phoenixes in the flank finally. Buying a couple of distraction crawlers in the front to tank some, or at least the first barrage of the Stormcallers. Also, for some reason I'm kind of expecting my opponent to maybe also go fire here. That happens sometimes. You kind of give them the idea. So I went fire on my Stormcallers, and now I'm thinking, okay, my opponent might also do that because they just saw, oh, fire on Stormcallers, that could be good. And it would be good here against me as well, kind of. Against my chaff and my Stormcallers. And I'm adding some more Stormcallers, also expecting anti-missile devices coming out. And also I want more fire spread across the entire map, basically. Left to right. Make sure there's fire everywhere, so the fangs actually die. And I didn't spend all my money, I'm pretty sure. I think I had like 300 left maybe. So I'm too slow, once again. I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't really played as much the past couple of days, by the way. That's also why I didn't upload for a bit. I was too busy playing World of Warcraft Hardcore Classic. Not if anyone cares. But yeah, fire on the ground, taking out the fangs. However, it doesn't look that good. There's so many snipers now. And of course, the anti-missile devices came out and they are blocking a lot of my shots. There's some fire on the ground, but not enough. And also, obviously, the missiles don't hit either because they get intercepted. And the marksman just overwhelmed me here. By the way, the marksman got the fang spawn upgrade. So best, is it best buddy or no? Shooting squad, I think it's called. So they spawn fangs, and those fangs also all have shields. And so my opponent did place their marksmen all over the place. So some in front, some in the middle, some a little bit behind. And they all spawn fangs, and those fangs come in delayed throughout the entire round, basically. So that's very annoying. The shielded fangs here, especially those spawned by the snipers, really, really bad for me. So right now I'm thinking I still need more to address those fangs. And now I'm going for Mustangs with range and level 2. I have a lot of credits, so I can afford level 2 and the range upgrade. And I'm getting the temporary range upgrade as well, making sure that everything engages quickly. And maybe the Mustangs don't go too far in front so they don't get taken out by the arc lights. Let's see if the Mustangs turn this. More shielded fangs coming out for my opponent, and they got mechanical rage now too. So they are not just chaff anymore. They can also deal some damage here and help out with the phoenixes maybe if they get close enough. My orbital not doing as much. My opponent bubbled everything. And yeah, now it's just so many marksmen against my phoenixes and stormcallers. Anti-missile devices working overtime here, trying to take out all those missiles. And once again, my tower on the right is falling. I really need to reinforce the right side a little bit so my tower doesn't fall as quickly. But it's okay. My phoenixes have so much range now, with the temporary range buff as well. They are alive for long enough to survive the debuff and then still take out the rest here. So the Mustangs did do the job. They were a good call here. I really love Smoke Bomb here, however my opponent already bubbled so many times that I'm expecting the Smoke Bomb not to land. So I'm not picking it. Instead I'm going for Wasps. A little bit distraction maybe for the marksman. Again, temporary range. So chaff is basically dealt with now, I feel like, with the Stormcallers and the Mustangs. And in the end it turns into a range war between the opponent's marksmen and my phoenixes. And now I'm thinking, how can I make sure that I win that? And I'm going for more wasps. So once again, kind of the wasp gut shot here. Shielded wasps, trying to get them into battle as late as possible. However, they are still fast, and even in the very back they go in kind of quickly. and they will probably get taken out by the fangs. However, I put one pack in the front there with the crawlers, and I'm mobile beaconing them to the back, so these wasps will arrive late, because they will first follow the mobile beacon and then come in a little bit late. My opponent going for some Vulcans, trying to take care of my chaff quicker. And let's see if the wasps here will do the job. Most of the fangs actually seem to be dead by the time the wasps get in, so the wasps, even the ones on the left, are distracting the snipers for quite a while. However, I'm once again losing on the right side. Very annoying. But left side is super strong still. Wasps still taking the shots. And my phoenixes behind can take out the marksman. And final wasps also coming in the middle from the mobile beacon. And yeah, this was good enough. Should be enough damage. GG's. So yeah, a lot of marksmen. Was really good at distracting the marksman, obviously, as long as you can take care of the fangs quickly enough. Let's count real quick. How many marksmen are these? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 marksmen, I think, on the opponent's side. And also a couple of levels on them, and range, and the fang spawn upgrade. So yeah, kind of scary, but with enough trash clear and phoenixes to take them out, as well as wasps to distract them, this was good enough. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.